I hope I can handle a pair of skates like that when I'm pushing 80. You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4. If I thought I knew anything about movies, which I've actually never really claimed to do, no, I don't. Talking with Clint Thornley here at Film Buff Video in Nanaimo. He is a master. You can hear his radio show on CHLY on Wednesday mornings. You can pop into what he calls a salon of a video store, and you'll probably run into some people you know and get some great movie tips for home watching. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with more Oscar talk in just a minute. Still ahead today on Go Island, Victoria's next big thing and higher learning with Melanie Panetta. That and more still ahead today on Go. You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4. Today we are talking films with Clint Thornley from Film Buff Video. It is Oscar season. What'd they miss? Who's left out? The nominees are announced, so who's not on the list?
There's two films that should have been on the list, I think, and that's The Master, which again won the Golden Lion at the Venice Film Festival. It had a lot of momentum from the Toronto Film Festival as well. Everyone expected to see that, but Joaquin Phoenix did get nominated for Best Actor, and he is the best part of that movie, and I think it's a two-headed race between him and Daniel Day-Lewis for Lincoln. I also think the film Moonrise Kingdom, which got an 8.1 out of 10 on IMDb, which usually qualifies for the top 250 of all time. I thought that was delightful, whimsical, and very original, and those are also qualities the Academy looks for in a film, and I thought it had a great, cast of A-list talent that could have propelled it to that nomination, so it should have been nominated.
Why wouldn't it?
There's a lot of politics that go on in the voting process. There's a lot of members of the Academy that may have allegiance to a particular company that puts out different films. There's a lot of marketing going on and lobbying and jockeying, and there's a lot of politics that go on in the Academy Awards, so that could be a reason it got left out.
A documentary that you mentioned.
A documentary with Sam Sarah, which was available today on DVD, and this is made by the people who did Baraka, but it's such an ambitious effort where they go to so many continents and so many locales to film the best gorgeous cinematography, great human endeavors in terms of culture, and it's a painstaking process to put this movie together, and I think they should be rewarded for the effort involved, and it's a visual wonderment to behold. It's beautiful. Now,
we did say Oscar season, and we hear that phrase a lot, and it truly is a season. It gains momentum as film festivals happen and take place throughout the world, and Toronto is key to that.
Toronto is the launching point to get films noticed to the critics, and particularly the members of the Academy that are going to vote. And this year's winner was The Silver Linings Playbook, which is now in theaters, and I thought it was the best movie I saw at the festival, and indeed it's been nominated for all 4 acting categories, which is very rare, and it was nominated Best Picture and Best Director for David O. Russell. So it's a feel-good movie that also broaches on mental health issues, so it has a little bit of gravitas but beyond just the comedic elements of it, but it's a wonderful and delightful and enjoyable film to watch. I think it's got an outside chance, but the Toronto Film Festival gave it the momentum it needed to get on that list in the first place.
Okay, now Clint mentioned when I was there, and that's true. He's attended the Toronto Film Festival for the last 6 consecutive years. His staff told me it's the only vacation that he actually takes every year. He takes photos while he's there. We're going to look at some of them from his recent visit. In the meantime, it's Karen Elgersma introducing us to a woman who could be Victoria's next big thing. David Foster comes from Victoria, Nelly Furtado. Maybe this young lady is the next one. You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4. It's Oscar season. Who better to talk to than Clint Thornley at Film Buff Video in Nanaimo? This is a real ticket to the world premiere of Slumdog Millionaire. It's Clint's. He saw it at the Toronto Film Festival. He goes there every year and has for the last 6. These are the best memories of your life, you said.
I'd say so, yeah. Being the first to go see a film that turns out to be an Oscar Best Picture winner always feels good. And Slumdog Millionaire was a film that was slated to go direct to DVD, but because of our enthusiastic response in the audience and the way we voted for it, that made it the top prize winner at TIFF. It got noticed by the critics, it got noticed by the Academy. The momentum snowballed all the way to an Oscar Best Picture win, and a similar thing happened to No Country for Old Men. I got to go to the premiere of that. I got to meet Josh Brolin. I got to walk out of the theater with the Coen brothers Brothers, which was a highlight of my life, and that film also went on to win Best Picture. So it's always great when you see the premiere of a film and it goes on to win Best Picture. Unfortunately, I missed out on King's Speech, which got noticed at Toronto Film Festival, and that went on to win Best Picture, amongst other films that always get noticed at that event. So
and you like rubbing shoulders with the stars.
It's fun to rub shoulders with the stars. I don't get too starstruck, but I do enjoy being around them. I do enjoy getting a chance to meet them or talk to them, particularly about film, whether it's a critic or whether it's somebody in the industry or whether it's a star themselves. They always offer some insights and help further my goal to be the best film buff I can be.
Okay, we could talk forever, but we're not, because we're out of time. I have to throw things over now to Melanie Panetta. It's another episode of Higher Learning. That brings us to the end of this edition of Go Island. I've learned so much today. This is Oscar. He works here at Film Buff Video. The Oscars are on Sunday, February the 25th. If you want to do some prep, this is the place to be. Come on by South Parkway Plaza in Nanaimo. Thanks for watching Go Island. We'll see you next time.